aspects of our day-to-day lives.
All right, team, how are you all? Let's start our meeting.
Oh, this recipe looks delicious. Nowadays, it's easy to look for a recipe to cook for your family. Simply browse online and there, you'll find tons of them. I love it.
My report in the class today is about the proper way of using the internet.
Drawing is so much better using a phone. I can also make them move. Look, Mommy.
Let me see. Wow!
I love reading, but my eyes are tired. Let me just listen to my audiobooks.
It's time.
One thing is constant
Who is assigned to pray?
It's me, Dad. Let's pray.
and will remain a lifelong priority. Family Hour, Family Devotional Prayer.
Ito ang INCRadio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan, himpilan ng Iglesia ni Cristo, sumasahimpapawid mula sa Quezon City.
Please continue to submit your greetings and we'll be sure to read them throughout the show. Back to you, Sister Macy.
Welcome back to another episode of Explore Mountain States.
That's it for the weather
And
updates.
moving on to our district news updates.
Only here
on INCRadio Mountain States.
And good evening. Today is Saturday, October 18. It is 4:01 p.m. Pacific, 5:01 p.m. Mountain Time. Welcome to INCRadio Mountain States, brothers and sisters, and to all of our brethren tuning in from the Philippines. I know it's 7 in the morning there po. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And thank you for always supporting INCRadio Mountain States. Today, we are going to be supported by our crew, although they are remote. So shout out to our district multimedia monitoring us right now, and also, of course, to our Kuya Tech in the Philippines, as well as those supporting us on the live chat and live engagement on YouTube. Thank you so much. If you're on YouTube, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you're always updated. Please also leave a comment with your hashtag local congregation so that we know where you are, from all over the world. We can kind of we love seeing where you are coming from, whether you're in the Philippines or other parts of the world, especially those, of course, in our district here in Mountain States. We see already our first commenters for this broadcast. Sister Ina is connected right now. She said, hi po. We have Brother Azen Ruloda from Las Vegas also saying hello. Sister Lisa DeSena is tuned in right now. Thank you, Sister Lisa. She says, hello, everyone from West Las Vegas. What are we talking about this week? That is a perfect question. We are actually going to introduce the topic. Today, we are discussing Keeping the Family Healthy, Fall Edition. As you know, as the weather cools and leaves begin to fall, so do our immune systems. And I know that a lot of us have been experiencing the sniffles. I myself have the sniffles right now. It also marks the start of cold and flu season. Absolutely right. In this episode, we will share simple, practical tips to help keep your whole family healthy, energized, and ready to enjoy all the fall has to offer. And of course, this will be with the help of our very special resource speaker this afternoon. I will make a quick introduction. She is currently a family nurse practitioner, and she is one of the very active and beloved district officers here in the District of Mountain States. Also the choir leader in the local of North Las Vegas. Let us all welcome Sister Janice Aguinaldo. Hi, Sister Janice.
Hello po, everyone.
How are you this afternoon, Sister Janice?
I am okay. I'm tired, as I think all of us are.
I know you've been going since this morning, Sister Janice. Tell us about how you spent your Saturday.
Spent my Saturday performing my duty. Had worship service this morning. Actually performed as more TSV today and just oversee the choir and then helped in the CWS. And then we are currently having our district CFO planning conference in the sanctuary at the moment. So I had to step away from that too. So but
that's a full Saturday. Tell us
it is
about
a full Saturday.
CFO. What is the CFO planning? What is this all about, Sister Janice?
Yeah, our CFO planning conference today is actually to help us get ready for 2026. All of the district CFO officers, our local presidents, vice presidents, secretaries are all logged in as well, and also here in person. So they're all getting new updates on what's to come next year and how to prepare our locales for 2026, because there's a lot of new things coming up.
Nice. We're very excited for that. And for those of you tuned in who might not know what CFO is Christian Family Organization. And this is actually the Buklod, Kadiwa, Binhi, and CWS organization. So we will look forward to all that is being planned for 2026. I think that's pretty exciting. And I congratulate all of our CFO officers in advance. I know that they're very busy planning right now in the Las Vegas House of Worship, Las Vegas Function Hall. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you for all you do. Let's go back with our team live chat here. We have Brother Angelo saying good afternoon, Sister Amy Malyari saying happy Saturday to everyone, and she's from #Globe. Thank you, Globe, Arizona, for tuning in. We have Brother Nathan Palabasan from Las Vegas also tuned in right now. Sister Shan Agustin says hello po, happy Saturday from Summerlin. We have Sister Lisa saying hi to Sister Shan. Thanks for sharing the link. Love the topic for this week. Thank you, Sister Lisa. I think it's all going to help us be healthy and prepared for this cold weather that's upon us. Sister Priscilla Batan, hello po to all beloved brethren around the world. Happy watching to all. Brother Mario Oka is also tuned in. Good morning here in the Philippines, and I enjoy watching INCRadio Mountain States Satellite Studio. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville District of Caloocan North. Salamat po sa inyo, Ka Mario. Sister Sally Samortin from Babanuang, Isabela West is also tuned in with us. Sister Ellen Descent, greetings to Alpa from Salt Lake City and Heber GWS. Thank you, Sister Ellen. And Sister Ruby Red, hello po everyone from all of us here at CFO Planning Conference. I love it. Our brethren from the conference are also tuned in right now. So thank you again to our team live chat. Keep engaging with us, and if you have some wonderful tips or questions even regarding our topic today of keeping the family healthy in this fall/flu season, feel free to put them on the team live chat so we can discuss them with you. And indeed, brethren, it has become cold. Just a couple of days ago, I was in the region of Colorado, and our brethren in Colorado, I think, are already feeling it. There were some snowstorms over the weekend, and the temperatures really tremendously dropped or significantly dropped in the last few days, which also opened up to a lot of people getting sick. That is why we are discussing this topic today. Before we do that, we are going to go on a quick station break. When we come back, Sister Janice will answer a lot of our questions regarding the flu season. Please stay tuned.
Nakikinig kayo sa Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, DZEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hi, Mom.
Homework?
Kind of. It's a school project, and you have to present someone from LA we admire.
Celebrity time. Who's it gonna be? Actor, athlete?
You.
Cool.
Yeah. You work hard. You help out with everything around the house. You never complain. You just do what's right, even when no one's watching.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to. Just don't make me redo my project.
The world may celebrate stars, But the ones who shine brightest are not on screen. They're family. A message from INCRadio Los Angeles.
When was the last time you made someone smile? When was the last time you made friends with others?
Yes, please. Hi, this is Amaya. Hello, Amaya. Let's play together.
Include, invite, befriend. A small gesture of friendship can make someone's day. A message from INCRadio Mountain States Satellite Studio.
Listeners, you have just seen some values plug and promotions from the Los Angeles Satellite Studio and our very own Mountain State Satellite Studio. Thank you for those wonderful messages. Now back to our topic. We mentioned earlier, Sister Janice, why do colds, flu, and all these viruses, they all just they come together and they all agree to come when it gets cold or during this season? What's up with that?
I think a lot of it is just because with the change of weather, we're all not really prepared and we're all not dressing warm enough, or especially here in Las Vegas, our weather changes like in a day. It's super hot one day and then it's cold, and then of course the wind comes through, and if you already have allergies on top of it, we just start from there and it kind of keeps going. So
the virus is just really like to surprise us.
It just comes up and it starts going from once someone gets it, it keeps going from there.
And I mean, the hard part for a place like this too is I feel like it's all year round. Like if it's not the virus, it's the allergies because it gets dry and dusty. So when it's like that, I know that at one point I watched something about this where they say that it's not really the cold weather that's causing the sickness, right? It's the virus. So to battle this, it's your immune system that needs to work. But how do we boost our immune system? Like we're not prepared for it because all of a sudden it just becomes cold, right? How do we boost it so that whether it becomes cold drastically or all of a sudden it becomes hot, that we're going to be okay?
Yeah, so I think a lot of it is, I know, with trying to making sure that we stay healthy, we're up to date with our vaccines, that we're saying we're practicing good hand washing, we're eating and we're sleeping, getting enough rest. I know that's a lot of our problems is not really sleeping as much and not letting our body get that rest that we need to be able to stay healthy. But of course, it's also including our diet, making sure that we're exercising, that we're keeping fit kind of thing. So our body's able to fight all of anything that we're experiencing as well.
So even though like you take all these vitamins, if you're not resting, say like you always are short on sleep, would you say that that will make you more prone to getting the virus when it's actually here?
Yeah, just because it does make it harder when your body is already trying to fight the tiredness, trying to fight your own personal struggles, just trying to stay awake, trying to keep fit that way, and trying to have your body needs the rest. It just needs to be able to sleep and be able to recuperate again, to be able to handle the next day, to be able to function every day. So if we're not being able to function because we aren't able to sleep, then our body gets weaker, and it makes it harder for us to be able to fight any sicknesses that are around us.
Yes, and I think that's important. That's why, like, for parents with kids, we always tell them to take a nap or like sleep now, don't stay up late watching TV or playing all these video games, like sleep now. Because I think that happens to my kids right now, Sister Janice, but I'm sure a lot of our parents on the live chat can relate. Like if, say for example, they slept late or like had lack of sleep for like a few consecutive days, all of a sudden, like it's almost like clockwork. They will get sick the following day. They will get the sniffles. And so I think I want to emphasize that, brethren, that rest and sleep is very important so that we can be prepared for all these viruses that are coming up now that it's cold. And speaking of our children, Sister Janice, what for our parents that are watching, what foods and vitamins can we make sure that they give to their children so that the children also stay healthy? Because these kids, they get the virus from everywhere, from the school bus, from the school, from their friends at the playground, from touching things, right? What can we do to further help them when it comes to like food and vitamins?
I know, especially with kids, it's a little hard, especially since I know some of them don't like things that are green or or that are that they consider they is healthy. But we also, it's always important to try to at least increase the fruits and vegetables because those have all the vitamins that we actually need. But also increasing the vitamin C that's usually in the fruits itself. So just trying to encourage them to try to eat a little bit more green things. Green, I know, even with my own kids, that's still it's still getting there, and they're grown-ups now. So it's like
know,
trying to get them to get the greens in. But the fruits, just look for vitamin C really helps. If you need to take supplements right now, I know taking different vitamin C supplements if we need to, if we're not able to take it in our food. But usually are not, if we eat well-rounded, eat well, we're able to get all the nutrients we need. But that's I think a lot of the big part too, is being able to get everything that we actually need to eat and not just grab what we can.
Yeah, especially when we have picky eaters.
Yes.
Right. Like you mentioned your kids, Sister Janice, even at their they're teenagers, but they can still be picky. Well, even the younger kids, we have a lot of like young picky eaters as well, where they literally pluck out all the greens
Yes.
from their food, right? So when your kids were growing up, Sister Janice, did you have any sort of like a hack or a magic that you do just so like you can hide away these greens and make them eat them? Or
I think I just chopped them really small and just kind of mixed it all in with everything, like just keep eating, don't look at it.
Right.
Or hide it into something. So I
Or
think that way
reward
they were
system,
able to eat
maybe?
it more.
No greens, no dessert. Something
Yes.
like that. We have some comments here from our brethren. They said, Sister Lisa, this said actually said, I will try to sleep more. But how to battle the guilt you feel when you want to sleep, but haven't finished all your chores? Do you have something to say here, Sister Janice? Like, well, we want to sleep, but then how about the chores that are still waiting at the house? What do we do?
I mean, I think that's all of our struggles, especially as officers and as members of the church. We're always trying to do everything and also keep up with our housework and everything. But I think if we just try to get into some routine, some schedule, at least set a time for when we need to sleep so we can try to get as much sleep as we can. Even if we try to, I know some of us don't need all 12 hours of sleep, but if we're at least able to get more than 4, since I know there's a lot of us that kind of live off of that. But if we can try to get at least up to the 6 and 8 hours every night, if it's cutting everything off at 10 p.m. or midnight and making sure we have some time to sleep, I think if we try to get into some routine, we can get our sleep in some way or form.
Agreed. I think the getting into the routine and getting it's all about creating good habits, I guess. Of course, all of us, we always think that we don't have enough time for everything. I myself can't get the 6 hours of sleep even if I wanted to. But I think when your body needs it, there's a nice comment here from Sister Ina that says, sleep one whole day, if you need to. Forget about chores for a while until your body regenerates. I think, that's also a nice thing that if you feel and see that, say if you're sick and you feel that your body needs it, maybe forget about the rest of the chores for now, let the house sit dirty even for a little bit and then sleep and get that rest that you need. So when you wake up, then you still have to.
Yeah. It's always listening to your body too. Because your body will tell you when it's time, when you're lacking that sleep and it needs to rest. Because I know there's days after we've gone through so much things between work, our duties or everything, then all of a sudden your body just wants to sleep and you just have to let it do it. You have to give it that time. So
I know. And since we're talking about cleaning, Sister Janice, before we move on with our topic, we have a quick life hack segment that we want to present to you right now. Again, it's if we find ourselves not having enough time to rest or sleep because of all the chores and all the cleaning that we need to do in the house. Maybe this life hack segment will help us. So let's go ahead and present MTS Life Hack. It's all about cleaning this afternoon. Here it is.
Welcome to another episode of MTS Life Hacks. Only here, INCRadio Mountain States. Are you one of those who drain your used oil into the sink after frying? Hep hep hep, here's some hacks for you. Put some aluminum foil onto the sinkhole and pour the used oil. There you go. No mess, no trouble. Are you tired of cleaning your stove or gas range tops every time you cook? Here's another tip for you. Cover your gas range top with aluminum foil, and if you are not using them all, they'll be protected from spills and oil splashes. To save your time from cleaning. Do you love to freshen up your room with scented wax candle, but so hard to remove after it gets hard, rock solid? Here's some tips on how to remove it easily from the wax melter pot. Heat the melter pot a little and you'll be able to remove the wax easily. You can also apply foil around the wax melter plate before adding the wax. No more stress changing your scented wax again. More tips? Continue to watch INCRadio Mountain States for more episodes. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you, INCRadio Mountain States, for our life hack segments. Continue to tune in and we'll give you more tips, practical tips that you can use at home for anything, whether it's cooking, whether it's cleaning, or any other things that can make our lives a little bit more easier. Once again, that's MTS Life Hack. Now back to our topic. Sister Janice, we talked about food, but I think the other thing too that's causing all these viruses are hygiene, and how people, touch germs or take germs into their system. What do we do with our kids that are touching anything? What are the most important hygiene habits that we can teach our kids during this cold and flu season?
I think the biggest one, and I know we've all kind of learned it all during the pandemic, was just making sure we're always washing our hands, that we're always sanitizing everything, because if we're coughing, we're sneezing, we always cover ourselves, and then we use tissue or we wash our hands right away. The big carrier is just us touching our face after we cough or we sneeze, and I know all the little kids, they just use the back of their hand and they keep going, but
exactly.
I think that's where it all is.
They do that, or sometimes it's a chore for them to wash their hands.
Yeah.
It only takes how many? Sometimes not even a full minute. Just wash your hands.
Yes.
What was the song that they're to ensure that the hands are clean? Is it a full happy birthday song?
Yeah, it's the happy birthday song.
Or a twinkle twinkle.
Yeah, any of those little songs, but yeah, just so that they're washing their hands. I know we were all in the habit before of carrying sanitizer and wipes with us, but I know during the season it's probably a good thing to do it again. Just because, I always have it with me too. I pass it around the table wherever we go. So I always get the spray one lately too. So even it's easier. So at least you're not trying to just squeeze everything in everybody's hands. But any way to sanitize just to keep it clean.
Yeah, since you're carrying it, might as well have all the others use it. That way all of you at least are sanitized.
Exactly.
It really doesn't help if you're the only one.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and so basically going back to what all the things that we did during COVID, right? To keep our hands clean. Maybe if you're sick, if you know that you're getting sick and you have the sniffles, put a mask on, right? To be able to be mindful of others as well and ensure that they don't get the virus that you have, so that, less people will get it and less
Yes.
people
Yeah.
will.
If you're able to like wear a mask just to help protect, I mean, if you think about it, you're actually protecting everybody else from you, and then also it helps you. It helps everybody. Helps whatever's going around. If they're not, it helps protect you as well. But I mean, if you're wearing a mask when you know you're not feeling well and you know you have to go outside, then yeah, that helps protect everything too. Then just being mindful of where you're at that time. If you are using a tissue, throw it away right away.
Yes.
Not keeping it.
That is correct. Don't let those things linger, brother.
Yes.
Mr. Janice, how much percentage of the patients you're seeing right now are, how much of those are the cases of like flu and maybe a severe cold and cough?
A lot of it lately, I know it's going to probably be more next week, especially since it got cold. I know I'm getting a lot of more messages about those. But it kind of, I can usually tell when there's something, a virus going around, because then I'll get a lot of new messages saying that I'm coughing or I'm sneezing or I don't feel good or I'm tired all the time. So it's gonna probably start going up. But right now, my main thing in the clinic is even just asking everybody if they've gotten their flu shot. I know some of us don't really like that, but at the end of the
It can
day,
be
what I tell my
scary. Those
patients,
needles are scary.
yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, it helps you from, it doesn't keep you from getting the flu, but it helps you from getting it so bad that you get really sick and end up in the hospital. So that's really mainly what I tell my patients, is that even though they might say, oh, I don't want it because it'll make me sick. But really it just keeps it your body, you just know your body's fighting it then, but at least your body knows how to fight it if you ever do get exposed again. But
So
it keeps you
doesn't
from the
hurt.
hospital, and any of the vaccines that are out there, that will help too, because that keeps you from getting so sick that you'll end up in the hospital and not be able to fight the virus. So it ends up being um, you're easier for you to fight it. You just have to sleep and take care of your symptoms and keep away from people. Then it should be able to resolve itself in a couple of days instead of being weeks at a time, kind of thing.
Well, speaking of hospital and seeing, going to the clinic, Sister Jan, is if, for example, you have it, you already know you have the virus, you can feel it. When is the time where you know that, okay, now I should see Sister Janice, now I should see the doctor, now I should go to ER? Like, what are the signs?
I think for the most part is if you're really you're already taking like cold medication, you're taking medicine to help with your fever, your symptoms and stuff. But if you start having like shortness of breath or having chest pain or like severe weakness or any of those, then it's time to probably get seen. But for the most part, some of the viruses will take a couple of days, a week or so at the most. I know there are actually things over the counter now that not how we used to always get the COVID test. They actually have a combo now that I've have my patients get. When they call, I always have them try to do the flu and COVID swabs that are over the counter now, and use that because that helps your provider know what to treat you with. So if it comes back positive for one of those, we know what to give you. But if you just tell us you have a cough and cold, it's hard to know because these days there's so many things that equal the same thing. So it can just be the flu. It can just be, if it's a flu, we know how to treat it. But if it's just a common cold, we'll know, okay, just sleep, try to get some rest, drink lots of fluid, take the cold medications that you need just so you can help rest. So it's kind of doing that. Or if it's an allergy itself, take an allergy medication. So it's using that will help kind of determine what to tell your doctor.
Well, that's great. That's actually, I think, a great tip for the whole family if there are those combo packs that they can just keep at home. That way, if they see that it's a little bit more serious, they can test it and call. Because right now, Mr. Janice, you can actually see, for example, your patients can call you, right? Or instead of like going physically into the clinic, you can actually take it from that test and then
then you can always so what we have them do usually is if they try calling, the first thing I ask is have they taken a test for COVID and flu, and then if they haven't, we ask them to do it and then let us know what the results are, And then from there, it kind of helps us determine, because we don't want them just to come in if they have COVID, then now you've exposed not only us, but all the other patients there as well. So it's more of trying to make sure that if we can keep you at home, if you can test it that way, then that helps it as well. And we know what to treat you that we can say, okay, if you have this, we have the right antiviral for you, or we have the right medicine for you.
Nice. Now we have some of our live chatters actually thanking you, Sister Janice, for explaining the flu shot situation. They haven't that wasn't explained to them before, so they're just like, oh, they just pass on it, and not take it. But it actually does prepare your body. But is it true though that, say for example, right now I do have the sniffles, I have a little bit of a cough. Is it a bad time for me to get the flu shot right now? Do I have to wait until this passes?
I mean, for the most part, just long you don't have a fever. I mean, I think a lot of the sniffles and stuff right now is us just reacting to the season, especially for in Las Vegas. If you've ever noticed, we do live in a bowl. So, and then the wind comes up, we all will like inhale that, and a lot of our issues is allergies first, and then it turns into something else. But if if you feel tired, if you feel sick, then maybe hold off a little bit till you feel a little bit better. But mainly, if you don't have a fever or anything, you should be able to get your flu shot.
Okay, got it. And this is now the time, right? This is the season for flu shots. Like, if when do you think is like the last opportunity to be able, like, can they still take flu shots, say like in December, January, or is that too late?
You can take it whenever. We usually will offer it all the way until March. So
really, I didn't know that. I thought that there was some limit of like, I know I start getting the notifications from my doctor around September, and then so for our brethren watching who haven't gotten their flu shots yet, it's still okay. You can still get them now if you want to continue to prepare your body from this kind of sickness. So let's just do a quick recap here. So far, Sister Janice have given us some helpful tips in regards to keeping the family healthy in this fall and cold season. Eat well. Sleep enough, for kids, at least 9 to 12 hours. For adults, 7 to 9, 6 to 8, whatever you can squeeze in, brethren. I know you can do this. Practice good hygiene. We talked about that, always washing our hands, and also staying up to date on vaccines. Of course, another thing that we can do is staying active to make our bodies more, to make our bodies stronger. Go for walks, rake leaves together in your backyard. Maybe since it's fall, all the leaves are falling, might as well make it a family activity. We can play outside with our children when it's sunny. And also we can do indoor movements like dancing or stretching when it's cold, when it's too cold outside. I think all these things can help us be prepared and be healthy for this fall season. And as we all know, fall is a beautiful season, brethren, but it also brings an increased risk of colds, as we discussed, flu and other illnesses as kids return to school and the weather turns colder. Keeping your family healthy during this time means focusing on a few key habits, which we already said, from eating nutritious seasonal foods, staying active, getting enough sleep, practicing good hygiene, all these things, and even the flu shots. So it's important to take care also of the mental well-being, as shorter days and busier schedules can affect mood and stress levels. So let's not be stressed, brethren. With some simple daily routines and preventive steps, families can stay strong, energized, and ready to enjoy everything the fall season has to offer. And with that, when we are healthy, the entire family is healthy, we are also able to continue our services to our Almighty God. So I hope that all of our families out there, our viewers, let us also not forget to pray to continue to have good health. And if we are sick, pray and ask our Almighty God to heal our sicknesses, and of course, to call our deacons and deaconesses and have us anointed with oil so that we can also teach our kids how to have faith and go to our Almighty God when it comes to getting sicknesses or not feeling better, especially in this type of season. We would like to thank our dear Sister Janice for being a wonderful resource speaker for us this afternoon. If you have any additional questions regarding your health, help. Our sister Janice is very generous. She's always there to answer our questions and help us with our health questions. So I'm going to give this back to Sister Janice real quick for any final messages or tips, and also shout outs to anyone and to anyone anywhere in the world right now. Sister Janice?
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me. If you, like Sister Macy said, I think at least I know most of Mountain States knows how to get a hold of me. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I can help explain anything. And if you have any questions on any thing that you're feeling or health-wise, I guess, you know how to get a hold of me. And also just wanted to shout out to all of my family, and also in everybody in North Las Vegas and all the Mountain States. Thank you always for supporting and helping us in all of our activities. And also shout out to I don't know if Brother Kai is online, if my son's online, but I did send it to him. But just wanted to greet all the SFM students as well, since he is over there learning how to be one of our futures. So thank you both.
I know that he'll probably, if he's not tuned in, I'm sure he will watch the replay. During his time in Mountain States, he has always been a big supporter of INCRadio Mountain States. So shout out to you, Brother Kai. And thank you again to all of our CFO officers. I know that you have to continue doing your planning now, Sister Janice. So this is it, the end of our show. We would like to thank our dear Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for providing us this platform to connect with our brethren from all over the world. Thank you to Brother Angelo Arano Manalo, our Deputy Executive Minister, to our District Minister, Brother Barrington Thompson, as well as our Assistant District Minister, Brother Oliver Canlas. Thank you as well to Brother Jay Agustin, our CFO Overseer, who's also busy with the CFO Planning Conference right now. Thank you to Kuya Manly Andaya, our Executive Producer, the entire District Multimedia team, and of course, all of you are avid viewers and listeners of INCRadio Mountain States. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have this afternoon. We would like to thank you for watching and listening to INCRadio Mountain States. Please continue to tune in to INCRadio DZEM 954, changing lives through God's words. Up next is INCRadio Canada. Bye. Thank you, Sister Janice.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of our team large today. Really great engagement. Bye. Enjoy Friday.